Good morning, folks. SeasidersTV. Yeah, this morning on a horrible Thursday morning, very gloomy, very wet. Because we need to have a chat about one particular vote that is currently going on, and we will get into it just after this. So, people, I've got to be honest with you, before we get into it, I thought it was a mistake. I still think it might be. I hope it is. But we do have, or the vote for the new badge has opened. Voting by the way of a ballot behind the town bar. And yeah, you have, I believe it was 10 options. That isn't really the news story here. I'll be honest with you. I'm fairly new to, well, I've been a Brid lad all my life, but I've not been someone who goes down regular like every home game. I just haven't, but I have back in the last season, all this season. So I'm a newcomer. Do you know what I mean? I do this because I find it fun. It's a bit of an hobby. But for people that have been going down 20, 30, more than that, the people that have been going down for years and years and years, wrong side again. That'll mean that this badge will mean an awful lot, and this is why we've got a problem. And it's not to start aggro, it's not to start drama. I'm making this video to appeal to the club. I'm appealing to the club here, and it still might just be an oversight by them, and they might come out and do it themselves very quickly. But this is an appeal to the club. Stop the vote. Make all votes null and void up to this point. Let the people know who's voted that's happened, and invite them down to vote again. Because we've got a little bit of a problem with this. I'm gonna put the current selection of badges on the screen. And we'll go through the post a little bit as well, because yeah, there's some interesting bits on that. But as you can see there's 10 options, all right? The number 10 is the one that we've seen put on the bus. I've got to be honest, right? Whoever's done the lobsters thing, right? There's 2 lobsters on there. That's a mint idea. If you started a new football club, if there was going to be a second football club in the town, or if the overwhelming people who go down to Bridtown wanted that, look, I love the idea of the lobsterman. I love that. So whoever's come up with that, great idea. There's the one there, number 6, done by Seasiders member Jordan. As you can see, is pretty much the same as our YouTube emblem. Cup of tea, must get it done. And yeah, there's some others. They're all good, right? Nobody's taking shots. Thanks for everyone that's got involved. That's I'm not talking for the club here. I'm just talking for myself. I love the enthusiasm there. So yeah, awesome stuff. But look, there's no dancing around it. Number 1 is not the current Bridlington Town AFC badge. It's not. It's what you'd call an iteration of it. It's got the main crest on there, but it's not the badge as it currently stands. And that's the issue. It hasn't got the ribbon saying Bridlington Town AFC. And the original badge is not on a circular background. So it's not the original badge, and I guess that's where there's a little bit of an issue, really, because, like I said, and look, I don't know all the old I'm not calling them old, but I don't know all the legends that are going down. I'm still meeting people, this, that, and the other. I love meeting people, and everyone I've met is like awesome. So, but there will be, say for instance, right, my wife's godfather is Stephen Skinner, right? And Stephen's dad is Cyril, right? And he's like a legend, isn't he? So the whole point of this is I think you've got to give people like Cyril, and there'll be plenty more people that have been going down after the kids. You've got to give them the option to vote for the badge that they've been putting on their chest for decades, without any changes, no iterations, nothing, just as it is. For me, it's only right. And again, look, I'm not trying to spark drama here. I'm just saying, look, it's a fan media channel. I've got to say how it is. I've said that we'll always do that here. So, for me, you've got to give people like that the chance to the option of no change, right? That's what it is. It's the option of zero change, zero, nothing. You've got to give them that chance. So, look, I'm going to take this off screen, and then we'll have a look. We'll have a little read through the reasoning. And we'll see what Bridtown's had to say on it. I'm not going to read all of it. It's massive. But we'll have a little read of the important bit. Competition closed, voting open. With the competition of our new club badge closed, the voting is now open. There are 10 badges to choose from, including our existing, with a description of each detailed below. Wrong. Sorry, that's wrong. The current badge is not there. The only way to cast your vote is into a sealed ballot behind the pure renewals. Town bar, brilliant idea. Ensures no tampering. This, that, and the other, brilliant, nice one. The winner will be announced at the home game against Heaton Stanton on the 16th of November. That's just over a month's time, so it gives people plenty of chance. So that's great. A reminder that our professional designer may make minor adjustments. That's standard. I won't get hung up on that. And then why change the badge? Okay, so good question. It's a difficult subject to approach because the badge is what the fans of a club rally around. It's what they wear on their chests, wrapped around their necks, and plastered on the walls of their homes. It's a point of pride for the people who love the club and the town. We don't want to change that. We want to respect the club's history. Devil's advocate here, put the original badge on there then. As we move forward with our ambitions for the team, but part of moving forwards involves looking at all aspects of the club, tweaking and modernising as we go, to build a stronger Bridlington Town AFC for the future. Everybody wants that. Everyone, this ownership is 10 out of 10, awesome. Everyone I talk to thinks this ownership is a godsend for the club. So there's no doubt in that. People, awesome people. They put Gavin Branton in as chief exec. Awesome dude. But let's call a spade a spade. The original badging on there, and I feel. And again, I will say this might be an oversight, and this video may be rendered useless, right? In a matter of minutes from it coming out, it could be a case of I put it out, they put out us. Look, oversight, it's 11 choices now. It's the original badge. That could happen, people. Could make me look, I could look like an idiot within minutes. But as I'm doing this video, it's not on there. So that's what we're addressing, okay? We'll read a little bit more. The badge in its current form has served as well and is full of meaning for a lot of us, but it's not without its inconsistencies. appearing in different forms throughout the 30 years of its existence, and some aspects of the design appear to have lost some crucial detail over the years too. In 2024, a club's crest needs to look good on a shirt. That implies there are people that think it's a bit tatty around the edges. That's me. That's my words. Nobody said that. Again, this is my interpretation. Okay, and they say it needs to look good on a shirt. It doesn't look bad for me, people. Let's have a look. Should we get it out? No, it's not going to work. And I'm not taking it off because I'm getting my rig out and it's not too great. But it doesn't look bad. I don't think it looks bad. Have your opinions in the comments. Yeah. Also, it's look good on the shirt, of course, but also work really small on. Hang on a minute. Sorry, I've just lost my head. In 2024, a club's crest needs to look good on the shirt, of course, but also work really small on our digital devices too. I think there's a bit of a typo there, but needs to look good on smartphones, etc. Which is where more and more of you are spending time engaging with club activities and blown up really large on the side of the team, boasting around the stadium. Part of the process in modernising the club involves asking questions about the badge, whether this is just small tweaks to make sure it has a consistent and professional finish, or considering a new badge altogether. Okay, fine. I understand that when it comes to media, marketing, appearing, and this, that, and the other. But I'd say if you're gonna do it, just do it. Although I wouldn't suggest it because I think there's people who really do love the badge in its current form and don't think it is messy, or they don't think it is. They think it's got a certain charm to it. It's all in the eye of the beholder, right? But somebody that might say the detailing on the outside might be a little bit messy. For the other person, they'll be like, "Well, it's got a charm to it. It's kind of like rustic, but I like that." So it's all. This is why you have a vote, isn't it? Because if the majority of people think it's tatty, they won't vote for it. But I get what they're saying as well. In total disclosure, I like this badge myself. Would I vote for a more modernised version of it? Yeah, I probably would. I am doing this video to promote what I want. I'm doing it because I feel it's only right that the badge in its current form, without any changes to it, if we're going to do a vote, make it an option. And that's why I'm doing the video, because I think that's right. They go on to say, rather than proceeding without the input of you, the people who live and breathe all things Seasiders, we thought we'd give you the opportunity not only to have you say, but to tell us what the new badge could be. Brilliant incentive. Can't fault the incentive. I think it's been first class from start to finish. Just add this in, people, please. I think that's the only oversight here. And the passion that went into thinking about what the future of our club could look like. So here we present 10 designs, including the current club badge. Again, it's not on there. Just say, including a modernised version of the current club badge. That'd read better. For you to vote on, so please vote with open hearts and open minds. And remember that this is your club. Whatever you choose will be what we move forward with together. Or, great statement. Everything about it is great. And one last thing I want to point out is that it says badge descriptions. All the people that have done one have been able to give a description of what their badge is and where it's come from and what it means. But the only other thing I want to highlight here is under badge descriptions, number 1 says the original club badge. That's not the original club badge. So just put 11 there. Put 11 there, I would say, and get it on there, and give the people the chance, the option of no change. Okay, the option of no change. I didn't think this was going to go this long, but clearly it has. I just wanted to share this as well, for any new, well, I'll show you what I mean. That's what we're talking about, Pete. That's when they're talking about the badge for media platforms, for looking good on a shirt, modern, this and that, you can see what they're saying, right? This area around here, I when I first really took a big interest in Brid Town, I see what they're saying with this. It is, for me, my opinion, slightly untidy. The black and white contrasts around here, not particularly defined or in any kind of, what you would say, purposeful positioning. So for me, they've said in the post that they're going to get a professional to touch up whatever thing gets chosen anyway. So for me, they could touch up these areas here. For me, as long as they kept them, they could touch them up and they could touch them up and make it a bit tidy around that area. For me, just my opinion. People might love it like that. It's just my opinion, but they could do that without too. I reckon without too much uproar. Of course, it does look like it's been added with a biro. So I reckon they could do that without too much, not uproar, but even really discussion on that. I reckon they could do that. Yeah. So look, it's just me, Seasiders TV. You know, as a group, we would just appeal to the club. Stop the vote. If you know, discard them. Let the people know. Add this badge to the voting process, and I would put, I'd put my car, and I love my car. I'd put my car on that. If the current badge gets on the voting ballot, that'll be the badge you're getting, people. I put my car on it. Right, guys, I've been ages there. I thought I was going to be quick. Please, Brid Town, get this on the ballot. That's the whole purpose of this video. Stop the vote, render it null and void, start a new one, get this on it, please. That's my opinion. That's not a demand. I don't want to come across as demanding or like someone trying to cause drama. I just think it'd be right. That's been Brid Town. No, it hasn't. That's been Seasiders TV. Yeah, people, peace out. Enjoy your Thursday, and let's see if anything happens with this. Cheers, people.